Hi, everyone, and welcome to our daily webinar. If you are self-employed or run your own business, this is a webinar you do not want to miss. Please subscribe to our channel for more daily webinars and notifications, as it helps spread the word to other solopreneurs like you. Today's webinar is for educational purposes. You're welcome to shoot over any questions you have during the webinar, and we'll pause and answer those questions as they come in. They don't have to pertain to today's topic specifically. It can be regarding solo 401ks, IRAs, and even the business financing 401k. So today's topic is, how late can you make solo 401k contributions? One of the most common and most costly mistakes solopreneurs make is missing the deadline to contribute to their solo 401k. That one mistake can mean thousands of dollars lost in tax savings and retirement growth. In this webinar, we'll answer several questions. How late can you contribute for the prior tax year? What deadlines apply for employee deferrals versus employer contributions? What if you file a tax extension? Does that give you more time? And how do S corps and sole proprietors differ when it comes to timing? So if you think you've already missed the deadline, don't worry. You may still have options for the prior year, and we'll show you exactly how. Again, go ahead and shoot over any questions you have during the live webinar, and we'll go ahead and answer those as they come in. So how late can you contribute for the prior tax year? For example, we are here in 2025. It's June 2025. So if you already have a solo 401k open that you opened prior to December 31st of 2024, then you have until your business tax return due date plus timely filed extension to make all contribution types for tax year 2024. On the other hand, if you have not yet opened a solo 401k plan and you're doing it now here in June, or by your business tax return due date plus timely filed extension here in 2025, then you're going to be able to make contributions for tax year 2024, but only certain types. Those are employer contributions and voluntary after-tax solo 401k contributions. You're going to be able to make those by your business tax return due date plus timely filed extension. Unfortunately, it's too late to make employee contributions since your plan was not set up by December 31st of 2024. There is an exception for sole proprietorships. With the sole proprietorship, if you want to make 2024 contributions, and if you did not open that solo 401k plan until until April 15 of this year, so 2025, then you could make employee contributions by April 15 of 2025 for 2024. That's known as the sole proprietorship exception. Well, now we're into June, so obviously it's too late to open a solo 401k plan so that you can make employee contributions for 2024. But you are going to be able to make employer and voluntary after-tax solo 401k contributions by October 15 of 2025 for 2024 if you open and fund that solo 401k plan sponsored by your sole proprietorship by October 15 of 2025. For an S corporation, you can, as long as you open that solo 401k plan by the extended deadline, which is September 15 of 2025, you're going to be able to make contributions for tax year 2024, specifically employer and voluntary after-tax solo 401k contributions. So in short, it's always best to set up the plan by December 31st of the prior year so that you can wait and make contributions to the plan by your business tax return due date plus timely filed extension. Again, if anyone who already has a solo 401k plan that was open prior to December 31st of 2024, then you have until your business tax return due date plus timely filed extension here in 2025 to make all of those solo 401k contribution types. That is employer, employee, and voluntary after tax. So as far as filing an extension, we've kind of touched that already on that already. If you already have a plan and you filed for an extension, then you have until your extension deadline plus to make those contributions. That's the business tax return extension deadline. Looks like we've got a question here. Let's take a look at that, and then I'm going to share my screen. Do I need to open an LLC to use my self-directed solo 401k to buy Bitcoin? No, you don't. You can open up the crypto exchange account in the name of the solo 401k and then link that crypto exchange account to the solo 401k bank account by having those solo 401k funds flow from the bank account to the crypto exchange, and then you can purchase the cryptocurrencies through that exchange. In short, you don't need an LLC in order to invest your solo 401k in cryptocurrency. All right, I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to go over some of the solo 401k contribution deadlines. Give me just a moment here. So again, please subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We go live typically every day. And it also helps spread the word to other solopreneurs like yourself. Okay, so the contribution deadlines again are based on how your self-employed business is taxed. So for example, if you open a solo 401k plan in 2025, you have plenty of time to make contributions to that plan. Contributions means annual contributions based on your net self-employment income. If your business is taxed as a sole proprietorship, for instance, and you open that solo 401k by December 31st of 2025, you're going to have until April 15 or October 15 of 2026, which is the extended deadline to make all contribution types, employee, employer, and voluntary after tax. For a partnership, if your business is taxed as a partnership, then as long as you open that solo 401k plan by December 31st of 2025, then you can contribute in 2026 for 2025 by March 16 or September 15 of 2026 if you file for an extension. All right. S corporation, you have until March 16 of 2026 or September 15 of 2026 to make 2025 solo 401k contributions, as long as you open that plan by December 31st of this year. Okay, let's take a look at some other questions here. I want to use the Rob strategy for my C Corp. Should I start the C Corp before commissioning my solo 401k to help save starting costs? It's not going to save you any costs if you register the corporation, because our fees for the business financing 401k covers the setup of the corporation as well as the 401k. So the fee that the Secretary of State charges to register the corporation, that's covered in our setup fee. So you would only be saving that fee, which is typically like $100 or $150. So it typically makes most sense to have my solo 401k financial also register the corporation. All right. Where can I get a list of providers that offer self-directed IRA accounts? You could probably do a search on Google and search for self-directed IRAs. We don't offer self-directed IRAs at my solo 401k financial, but we are well versed on those regulations. We do offer the checkbook IRA, also known as the IRA LLC, which does require a self-directed IRA. There's a company out there called Forge Trust that offers self-directed IRAs. They're located up in the San Francisco Bay Area. Their name is Forge Trust. So take a look at them. Um, well, it looks like we've come to the end of our session here. As always, thank you for joining today's daily webinar. Please subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Until next time, have a good rest of the day.